Welcome back. As officials grapple with how to ensure the results of November's election, they're legitimate and accepted by both parties. They're also facing concerns over how to protect the workers who will be overseeing the entire process. Nearly 40% of local election workers surveyed earlier this year reported facing threats or abuse. That's according to the Brennan Center for Justice. And now in battleground Georgia, local election officials in one Atlanta area county will be equipped with panic buttons to combat rising threats. Timm is a senior reporter for NBC News who covers election policy and voting rights, and she joins me now. Jane, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your incredible reporting with us. So explain why these panic buttons are needed. How do they work?
So the idea is that all of these election workers, many of them face significant abuse and threats, and they want a way to be able to escalate a situation in an emergency. So the badges are very similar to the size of a credit card. They look a lot like the badges that we carry around here at NBC. And you hit a button on them, just tap it, and it will alert either election officials, like your superiors, if you're a poll worker, or go directly to law enforcement, depending on how they're programmed. And this is sort of a low attention way to escalate a situation, with the idea that maybe picking up a phone and calling 911 could escalate a situation and make it more dangerous for election workers or other voters in a polling site. The idea being to be able to be quick access to law enforcement in an emergency.
What type of emergency are they potentially anticipating? What type of circumstance would this be used in, Jane?
You know, a lot of counties have been implementing de-escalation trainings to deal with sort of an upset voter or someone who is angry and believes maybe the election was stolen or has a problem with their own registration and their own ability to vote. But of course, the worry is things like guns in polling sites, or somebody who is just so upset that they may threaten physical harm on an election worker. These are the things that election workers worry about every day.
Timm, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your reporting there. Truly fascinating.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.